Hello, I'm Dr. Vicki Peterson, and I want to talk about the birth control pill. Whether you're a woman who's already been taking it, you're thinking about taking it, you're the parent of a teenage daughter who wants to take it, I really want to discuss some concerns that I have. And these are not just my concerns, but I see this a lot. And it really was prompted by just the other day when a mom came in, and she's somebody who's on our website, and she's really made remarkable, miraculous changes in her health. But she has a teenage daughter who's developing acne, and of course is very emotional about that. And her father wants her to start on the birth control pill for her acne. And of course, it sounds great, you know, easy solution, let me take this. Does it help acne? It does for the time. It can actually make acne worse after you go off of it. But this sort of quick fix that seems very enticing, it's very important that parents understand and women themselves understand what the side effects are of the birth control pill. And I understand if you're trying to prevent pregnancy, there's that aspect, but there's other ways to do it. And the women I run into who have the problems I'm about to talk about truly wish they had never started taking the pill. So what happens when you're on the birth control pill is it's kind of mimicking pregnancy, so it's fooling the body into thinking you're pregnant so that you can't get pregnant. There's some natural things that happen when you're truly pregnant. One of them is some insulin resistance, because the blood sugar has to also go to the baby and not just to mom, so there's some insulin resistance that occurs. But when you're mimicking pregnancy but not truly pregnant, that insulin resistance can then create issues with weight gain and moving you toward diabetes. Cholesterol can increase. So there's definitely some changes that occur as a result of being on the birth control pill. There's also nutritional deficiencies that occur. B2, B6, B9, B12, zinc, magnesium, vitamin C. These are major nutrients that become deficient in many women when they're on the birth control pill. Another very concerning aspect has to do with mental health. So there's more estrogen dominant pills and progestin dominant pills, which is the progestin is the synthetic form of progesterone. And so what they found was on the more estrogen dominant pills, women were 23% more likely to get on an antidepressant after being on the birth control pill. On the progestin side, that number raised to, hold on, let me look at my notes real quick, 34%. So on the progestin side, women were 34% more likely to take an antidepressant afterward, after being on the pill. And then teenagers were 80% more likely to require or reach out for help and get put on an antidepressant after being on these progestin pills. So it's interesting because natural progesterone is the mellow feel-good hormone that if you have PMS, if you have acne, if you have migraines associated with your period, heavy menstrual flow, there's a lot of things that are associated with not enough progesterone, but it is that mellow feel-good kind of relaxed hormone. And anxiety is another one. Women who suffer postpartum depression, women who are nauseous during pregnancy. So there's probably 20 different actions that progesterone does for women's bodies. But progestin, the synthetic form of progesterone, couldn't be more different than progesterone, the natural. And women who are put on progestin, the synthetic, get those effects of PMS and irritability and all of that. So it wasn't surprising to me at all, but that bump from 30-some-odd% to 80% in teens, you don't want that. You don't want your teenage daughter to be on the pill for her acne only to now be on an antidepressant with suicidal thoughts and tendencies and these scary, life-threatening side effects associated with being on antidepressants. So this is something, again, whether you're an adult making the decision for yourself or you're a parent looking at making this decision for your teenage daughter, these are things you really, really need to know. It's particularly a bad idea if you're already overweight, you already have type 2 diabetes, you smoke, you have any blood clotting issues. Any of those things are a definite contrary to getting put on the birth control pill. And as I said, what the side of it I see are women that they lose their periods, they're ready to conceive and they can't, and it can sometimes take years. And then, you know, you might know somebody who got off the pill and a month later was pregnant. Yes, those women are out there as well, and they're the more robust of us that didn't get deficient in the nutrients. But how do you know? Particularly was mentioned that if there's any sort of mental health challenges in the family, with what the pill does for leading to depression is another kind of warning against utilizing the birth control pill. So really lots of things to be concerned about. And if especially, I mean, I can't tell you the number of women who are taking the birth control pill and it has nothing to do with birth control. It's literally for PCOS or heavy periods or acne. And where that's really coming from is not the lack of a birth control pill. It's coming from diet and balance of the immune system and the liver, and it's a host of things that can be looked at and addressed naturally. And sure, it's easier to take a pill, but those side effects are so not worth it. So if you have a young daughter who's having some of these issues, you yourself as a woman are having some problems and you're considering the birth control pill, definitely reach out. This is something we're very good at, getting to the real root of the problem and not masking it with these synthetic hormones that really can have dangerous long-term side effects. So I hope that was helpful. If you want more information, please contact me. We can set up a health consultation on the phone if you're not local, or of course in person if you are. And the number here at the clinic is 408-733-0400, and the website is Root Cause Medical Clinics, that's with an S.com, and I look forward to hearing from you.